life of God in me. I've got the Spirit of the Lord in me. I'm not a failure. I'm a success.
I am an overcomer in this world, and bound to win, bound to reign. La 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 la.
God is about to change your story. Be blessed as you listen to Pastor Yinka Dojai.
Briefly talking about something very important, something very fundamental, something very crucial about building. And then you see the light in which Christ, which Jesus is trying to help us in this month. The truth is, every one of us has been created to create. We have been created to create. Why am I saying this? Because the Creator Himself, God Himself, is a builder. And everything that made God God in the beginning, what He did was that He put it inside man. The Bible says, and God breathed into man, and man became a living soul. Another translation says, man became a living being. This morning we'll be sharing something I titled Kingdom Builders. Kingdom Builders. Kingdom Builders. A builder is one who can put a whole project together. A builder is one who can bring the pieces together to make a meaning. A builder is one who can find himself in the valley of dry bones and eventually making an army out of them. Bible makes us understand that God placed Ezekiel in the midst of dry bones, and then making him to see what he did in the beginning. There was no life in them. And God said, command these bones to live. And the Bible says, Ezekiel said, and I spoke as I was commanded. So a builder is one who can put a whole project together. Now, what is a project? I'm privileged to be a project manager, so I can define it. A project is one thing that has a start and a finish. A project is anything that has a start time and a finish time. So if it does not have a finish time, it's not a project. So that's not where I'm going this morning. But a builder can put the pieces together. The ability to put the pieces together, God wants to train us to have that. God wants to help us to see that this month. You know, you get into the midst of chaos. If the truth is, you walk in an hostile environment and then you discover that your presence there is meant to change things. You work in a company where they are not making profit, and when you get there, they begin to make profit. Jesus, when he entered into earth, he entered into a chaotic situation, a chaotic environment. And then by the time he was leaving, after finishing his work, he left them saying, it is what? Finished. So his project ended that day. So you must be able to put the pieces together. Then you are a kingdom builder. A builder is one who assumes complete responsibility for the work contracted and gives warranty once completed. I come again. A builder is one who assumes what? Complete responsibility for the work contracted to him or her and gives warranty once completed. You first of all accept responsibility. If anything goes wrong, it is you. This one, God wants to let us see that, majorly in our life, especially in our home, especially in our working place, especially in our relationships, especially in our careers. God wants us to see this, that when anything happens, you must be able to take responsibility for it, whether good or bad. Whether good or bad. So a builder takes complete responsibility for the work given to him. Every one of us, wherever you are, whoever you are a builder in that place that you are. You are contracted to build. Now, if a builder is one who can add value, they know you have the value you can add. That's why they have contracted you to do the work. They bring you to a place of work so that you can add value to them. A builder is one who can solve problems. That's why they brought you in to that position. They contracted you to that position so that you can solve a problem. So if anything happens, you take complete responsibility. Now, a builder doesn't make excuses. He doesn't make excuses. Doesn't say, okay, it's so person that did it. So person that did it. Let's imagine an architect. After the whole house is completed, and then a part of the house is dark, and then they call on the architect and say, come, why is this place of the house very dark? And he says, no, it's not me, it's the work of the bricklayer and the lights that did it. You look at him, but who designed it? So we must be able to take complete responsibility of what happens around us, and then give a warranty once completed. What's warranty? You can bet your life on it. How many of us can bet our life on the work we have done? That if anything happens, if I perish, I perish. A builder can bet his life that, don't worry, it is done perfectly well. If anything happens, arrest me. That was what Jesus did. He gave his life for it. And you see what is happening today. He gave his life for it. He believed in the sinners. He came for them and died for them. He bet his life for them. He laid down his life. Now, we have said earlier that the builder, the major builder is God. The major builder is God. Hebrews 11:10 makes us to understand that God is a builder. The Bible says that Abraham was looking for a city whose builder and maker is what? Is God. So indirectly, who is God? A builder. He is looking for a city whose builder and maker is God. Jesus, while living, he said, I go and prepare for you a place, so that where I am, you may be also. So God is the major builder. So So everything that God can do, man has the innate power to do. Has the potential to do. Now, a builder, first things first, who is then a kingdom builder. We have known who a builder is. A builder is one who can put a whole pieces together. A builder is one who takes complete responsibility. A builder is one who can lay down his life for his work. Now, who is a kingdom builder? Go to the book of Psalms. Psalms 102. The book of Psalms 102. Psalms 102, verse 13 and 14 says, "You will arise and have compassion on Zion." Let me read from the New King James Version. It says, "You will arise and have mercy on Zion. For the time to favor her, yes, the set time has come. You will arise and have mercy on Zion. For the time to favor her, yes, the set time has come." Now, the kingdom builder defined. Verse 14, "For your servant take pleasure in her stones and show favor to our dust." For your servant take pleasure in our stones and show favor to our dust. Now, a kingdom builder is defined here. A kingdom builder is one who takes pleasure in God's stones. Now, we need to understand what stones mean. You know, when you are seeing stones, you are looking at it, okay, what stone am I to just take pleasure in stones? There's no stone here. So what are you talking about? The stone there means project. A kingdom builder is one who takes pleasure in God's projects. And then Bible makes mention of and shows favor to our dust. The dust there means program. So a kingdom builder is one who takes pleasure in God's projects and shows favor to God's programs. When it comes to God's project, he or she is there. He loves to do it. He is not coerced anytime to do it. He just loves to do it. He just wants to do it. It's pleasurable. There's nobody forcing him or her to do anything. You are not preaching long, lengthy messages for him or her to do it. He or she just loves the Lord and wants to do everything that will make the kingdom progress. He or she is not bothered about what he or she can get in return, but just want to do it. That's a kingdom builder. He takes pleasure in God's project and favors God's program. When they say give, he's not looking, okay, how much do I have? You know, I was reading Bishop Eleko's book and he said something that touched me. I have read it over and over, but I've not seen that side. He said, "I will never give to any man what I'm meant to give to God." Now, he defined it again. He said, "I will never give to my wife the thing that I can give to my wife. I can't give that same measure to God." And I look at it and look at, what's this man talking about? What's this man talking about? And then it dawned on me that really, wow. He said, I can't. He said, that thing that I can give to my wife, I can't give the same measure. I can't give the same measure of what I would give to God to my wife. It's not possible. I said, wow. I said, wow. So he now stated that if he's giving 1 million to his wife, he must give more than 1 million to God. Say, wow! What? Say a lot to learn. No wonder God is blessing us. He said, I'm just in love. He said, I'm just in love. He said, if anybody gives me shoe today, and I check the price, and the price is also amount, I give more than that to God. He said one day someone brought in a car and wanted to give him that car. And then he said, this is not God speaking to him. He said they should go and find out about that man. How much has he given to God? And they checked his record, they checked everything. No, living faith, they have records. If you are paying tithe, this record, you are giving this record. Then they checked his life and then they discovered that guy has not given such to God. So they valued the car and then they discovered that guy has not given such value to God. Bishop said, return the car back to him. It's going to be a cost on him for him to receive that. And then he told the reason why he was rejecting the offer from the man. And that was what now prompted him to say, I cannot give the same value of what I will give to my wife to God. You know, a kingdom builder takes pleasure. It's pleasure. It's pleasure. It's pleasure. I mean pleasure. You are under the rain, you are under the shine, things are not working, you are doing the work of God, but it's pleasurable. Yeah, it's pleasurable. It is pleasure. No reason to complain at all. You know, it marvels me that if your wife can say something about you, that means it's really true. Bishop Oyedepo's wife said it publicly, and I had it. Said, there has never been a downtime for my husband. Every day, every time he comes home, he's always rejoicing. Say, and it amazed that I said, okay, I'm coming to visit the church. She was living in Lorry, and then Bishop in Kaduna, and then said, I'll come and visit the church. Because anytime this man comes back to Lorry, he is happy, joyful, rejoicing. The wife asks, how about church today? He says, fine. Glory, God took control. So this one was expecting more. It's just like you not always being there and then I go back home, rejoice. God did me. You know, so you're expecting that there's something great happening there. And there's no video, nothing yet there. And then this wonderful wife visited church there. And then Sunday started. And yes, she was waiting for maybe people are already late. Maybe people always come late. 30 minutes after the start time, 1 hour after the start time, 2 hours, and we are sharing the grace. We are all the members. See, you must say there is never a downtime. That he has the spirit of joy. I'm like, Lord help. Help me to get it. Hallelujah. That's everything. You know, he's always just happy. It's working, it's not working, but he knows something is going on in the ground. And I now liken it to when J.J. Okocha was still practicing his free kick. That man in World Cups, if you see the number of World Cups, this guy missed free kicks. But after he has kicked it and it goes over the bar, he smiles, laughs back. And I was like, oh please, hope people won't kill you one day. You are playing with people, you are toiling with their emotion, you are laughing. We never knew this guy was practicing. And one day, he got it. Another World Cup came. This guy didn't miss a free kick. The guy that tournaments, Premier League, all of those leagues, he missed free kick. So they always give it to him. Boom! He kicks it over the bar and then he will be running and laughing. I was like, are you crazy? I told you with people's emotion, you are missing the ball, and then, but one day came, and after that World Cup, this guy became the Lord of free kicks. You know what free kick is? People stand in front of you, and then you have to kick the ball over them to enter into the net. And then when he became master of it, every free kick goes into the net. The spirit of joy, taking pleasure. taking pleasure. A kingdom builder takes pleasure in God's projects and then favors God's programs. Now, in that passage, we're going to be running also, in that passage of Psalms 102, 13 to 14, you will see that the Bible says, you will arise and have mercy on Zion, for the time to favor our has come. So, every builder understands that there is a set time. Set time for mercy, set time for favor. Every builder understands it. So when God demands from you what to do, know that the set time has come to help you. There is always what to do in order for God to move. Now, in the book of Exodus 3, verse 20 to 22, they discovered, the Bible says, God told them to go and spoil the Egyptians. Go and take everything, borrow from them anything you can borrow. Borrow everything you can borrow from them. Now, they didn't know why God was doing it. They didn't understand why God was making them to plunder the Egyptians. And in the book of Exodus chapter 25, the reason was revealed. The reason was revealed to build. Somebody say build.
Build.
The reason for God's blessing on you is for you to build. The reason for God's blessing on you is for you to build. And what are you building? Is kingdom. The reason for God's blessing or the reason for God's investment on your life is for you to build the kingdom. God invested in them, gave them gold free of charge, gave them silver free of charge, gave them bronze free of charge from the Israelites, gave them clothes free of charge from the Egyptians, gave them everything they needed. God invested in them, and the reason was later revealed in chapter 25. Tell my people to build me a tabernacle. Tell them to build me a tabernacle. So, listen, one of the things a builder must know that his profession is giving. A kingdom builder is first a giver. Your profession in the kingdom is to give. I wrote in one of the videos, I said, until your life becomes a seed, your path remains unfruitful. You are until you give everything. Until you give everything. Because in the first place, everything you are given is given to you. You own nothing. The nose, the hair. If we are to be paying for the air we are breathing, you know how much I have to pay to God's account? How much I have to inhale? I have to pay billions of dollars from childbirth. No, serious. We will have paid more because we have more. You don't know that our pipeline. Okay, I would have paid more. You know, but everything we are given is given to us. So we own nothing. So a builder, a kingdom builder is first a giver before he is a builder. So he gives first. We'll be unraveling all of this in this month. Pray that the Holy Spirit will help us. We will see different things that the Holy Spirit wants to see. We have to be able to build relationships, build marriages, build homes, build careers. Now, if you have to build a career, if you have to build a relationship, now, if you have to build a relationship or build a home, then there are things you have to know. You need to build a home, you need patience. You need to build a home, you need good communication skill. You want to build a relationship and you don't have good communication skill. You are done for. How do you talk to a woman? Or how do you talk to your man back? How do you tell him you don't want him? Or how do you tell him, okay, you love what he's saying, or you need to have a good communication skill. So so that they will know what you are saying. Actions are speaking. And then you want to build relationships, or you want to build a good home, you have to be futuristic. Imagine, I know my wife wouldn't have married me because she thought I was rich. I know my wife wouldn't have married me if I didn't have a vision. But she married vision. I don't have anything now, but she married with vision. She knows I'm going to have things. She knows I'm blessed in the heavenly place, but she can't see it yet. The first day when we were going home and she was from the north, she said, "Where's your car?" You know, Yoruba, Akpami Jabo. Yes. But I am now face to face with reality. Face to face. You know, our brother, your brother was talking to me, and then I think I've told you, when he came, sometimes we don't know what's around, and then we were walking, and then he said, if you don't have a car, you can't marry them. You know, he was saying it, he was lamenting of that. As I said, my brother, but do you know that your sister said, after I narrated the whole thing, he started laughing and laughing and laughing, and then he couldn't talk again. I said, there is no how. If you don't pitch well, you don't raise your banners high, you have to be able to get them. I didn't know when I got the car just came. Or else I'll be done for. Because it's chorus should be singing over. So you can't say you buy. You can't say you have self. Where is it? You can't tell the woman stories for now. Except by divine order. So you must know how to build. You must know how to build. You must know how to build. In our place of work, we must know how to build. You see a problem and then you know that you are able to improvise. You are able to improvise straight away. Pa, pa, pa. My wife knows before that. I have never stranded when something up. The idea is already there. And then I attribute that to paying of tithes. I said, Pastor Frank, Reverend somebody said that your paying of tithe, there is no way you do it. Some of you are thinking you don't see the effect of it, but think of it as God giving you an idea. Think of it as God giving you this. And then that day I keyed into it. That was many years back when I was women's book. And I keyed into that, Lord, always give me ideas. How to pay my time. Always give me. And never for once have I been stranded when it comes to it. So a builder must be able to build. There are lots of things involved in building. We'll be talking about them more in the course of this month, and then let's all be prepared to receive or be prepared to preach. And then let's do evangelism to make sure people are talked to come to church. Very important. Let's all be able to do that. This month is our month to build. In your working place, you are building. Or in your home, you are building. You are building something that will last. That will last your whole lifetime. That will be there. That will be monumental. Build it. Build it. Now people, I'm very sure the contractors that build Cocoa House now, some of them are not even alive. I'm sure the people that built, please name it, the National Theatre or the stadium here, some of them are not even alive. But we'll discover that till date, none of the building has collapsed. Still there. So build to last. Build to last, because you never can tell. Maybe it's one of your sons or one of your daughters that will be in that such structure one day. You build a company, you build a home, build it to last. Now, my wife was talking to tell me about SM, that they get honorarium, was it? They get honorarium, what do they call it? And they just get stipend from what their fathers have built. So what are you building? You have to build to last. Build to last your lifetime. Build to last, that your generations that are coming after will thank you for that you came. We thank you for building. So this month we are building on a kingdom builder, and then we receive the power to build lasting structures, lasting relationships, lasting life, lasting financial capacity, lasting everything of good in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Heavenly Father. In Jesus' name we are praying.
Thank you for listening. We believe you have been blessed by the word of God. Please follow at Yinka Drojai on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and